The fire crackled and hissed, its warm glow cutting through the thick darkness of the forest. A group of friends huddled around the campfire, their faces illuminated by the flickering light. The night air was alive with the symphony of crickets and the distant rustling of leaves, creating an eerie yet comforting backdrop for their adventure. Among them was Henry, a rugged and contemplative man who had always found solace in the embrace of nature. His keen eyes surveyed the surrounding trees, as if seeking answers to questions he had yet to formulate. As the flames danced, casting shadows that stretched and twisted like ancient spirits, the group fell into a hushed conversation. Tales of local legends and ghostly apparitions were traded, each story seeking to outdo the previous in its spine-chilling intensity. Henry listened intently, his mind ruminating on the way fear and fascination were intertwined in the human psyche. It was the unexplainable, the ethereal, that often held the most power over the human heart. As midnight drew near, the group's laughter subsided, and an unspoken agreement settled upon them. It was time to put the legends to the test, to venture into the heart of the forest and confront the stories that had been passed down through generations. With flashlights in hand and trepidation in their hearts, they plunged into the depths of the woods. The forest swallowed them whole, its ancient trees standing like silent sentinels. The beams of their flashlights cut through the darkness, revealing gnarled roots and twisted undergrowth. The air grew heavy with a sense of anticipation, and the forest seemed to close in around them, as if it were privy to their intentions. Henry's thoughts turned inward, contemplating the nature of human curiosity and the lengths to which people would go to seek the unknown. As they walked deeper, the atmosphere shifted. The distant sounds of the outside world faded, replaced by an almost suffocating silence. The trees seemed to press in on them, their branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. Henry's breath quickened, a mixture of fear and exhilaration coursing through his veins. He wondered if this was how early explorers felt as they ventured into uncharted territories, facing the mysteries of the world with both trepidation and wonder. Suddenly, a figure appeared ahead, barely visible in the dim light. A shiver ran down Henry's spine as he recognized the shape. It was the specter that was said to haunt these woods. Its form was translucent, a shimmering distortion of reality. Fear rippled through the group, but curiosity held them in its grip. With cautious steps, they approached the apparition, their breaths forming misty clouds in the cold night air. As they drew nearer, the figure became clearer, its features sharpening into focus. It was a woman, her expression both mournful and serene. Her eyes held a wisdom that transcended time, and her presence seemed to resonate with an otherworldly aura. Henry's heart pounded in his chest, the encounter challenging his rationality and invoking questions about the nature of existence itself. The woman spoke, her voice a gentle melody that seemed to resonate within their souls. She spoke of forgotten histories, of lives lived and lost in the embrace of the forest. Her words wove a tapestry of human experiences, of love and longing, joy and sorrow. Henry felt a deep connection to her stories, as if they were reflections of his own inner thoughts and emotions. As her tale unfolded, the boundaries between reality and the supernatural blurred. Henry found himself questioning the limitations of human perception and the possibility of realms beyond what the eye could see. The forest, once a backdrop for ghost stories, transformed into a realm of introspection and revelation. The encounter with the woman became a journey into the depths of the human psyche, a confrontation with the mysteries that lie beneath the surface. And then, as the first light of dawn began to break through the canopy, the woman's form began to fade. Her words lingered in the air, carrying with them a sense of profound understanding. The group watched in awe as she dissolved into the mist, leaving behind a feeling of both loss and enlightenment. Henry's mind buzzed with thoughts, his beliefs and perceptions forever altered by the encounter. As they made their way back to the campsite, the forest seemed transformed. The trees, once imposing and foreboding, now stood as witnesses to a shared experience that transcended the ordinary. The dawn's light revealed a world that was both familiar and foreign, where the line between reality and the unknown was blurred beyond recognition. The group sat by the campfire once more, their faces illuminated by the soft morning light. A sense of camaraderie and wonder filled the air as they struggled to put their encounter into words. Henry gazed into the flames, his thoughts a whirlwind of introspection. The forest had revealed its secrets, not through jump scares and terror, but through a journey of self-discovery and contemplation. And as the embers of the fire smoldered, Henry realized that the true horror lay not in the supernatural, but in the limitations of the human mind. The unknown was not something to be feared, but to be embraced, for it held the potential to expand our understanding of the world and our place within it. The forest, once a place of darkness and dread, had become a beacon of enlightenment, a reminder that there was more to existence than met the eye. In the end, Henry understood that the most haunting aspects of life were not the apparitions and monsters that lurked in the shadows, but the unexplored corners of our own consciousness. The forest had been a canvas on which his thoughts and fears were projected, revealing the depths of his own psyche. As the group packed up their belongings and prepared to leave the woods, Henry carried with him a sense of liberation, a newfound appreciation for the mysteries that make life truly profound.